everyone, I'm Sally. I'm from Cangzhou Zhongtuo Raw Forming Machinery Company Limited. Today, I'd like to introduce our company new technology, CZ purlin raw forming machines. Now, let's have a look at it. Have a look of it. Here is the feeding part. You can see these rollers. They are supporting rollers. They are made of number 45 seamless pipes, and they are chromed, so they are durable. At the same time, they can support the chorus feed very well. And this roller, it is a press coil. It can press the coil to prevent the cord from going out. Look here. For these rollers, you can see they can roll. When the coils move in, the rollers can help move. They are also chromed and crunched at the degree about 58 to 62 degree. Very durable. It can protect with these rollers. The coil can be well protected, and they can also protect themselves well. And they can help feed the coils in the vertical direction. Also, for these two rollers, they can help guide the coils to feed in the horizontal direction. And here, you can see a pair of big rollers. You can see they have very big diameters and with gears. Since they are big, so they can have very big power, and with the gears, they can help feed the coil easily and very good. Okay, now let's move on. Now let's look at these rollers. They are leveling rollers after feeding. And these rollers are for raw forming rollers. I have some points to let you know. First, please look at the raw forming rollers. You can see it is very big, very thick and big. Actually, its thickness is 60 millimeters, and its diameter is 300 millimeters. It's very big and strong. With this design, the rollers can have a very long service life and can work better for the machine. Actually, with these big rollers, our cost will be higher, but for us it works since it can work for long and help our clients to make more money. Okay, now let's look at the next point. Please look at these small rollers here. It is small, but it is very important. Because you know, for the Z purlin, it has two kinds of little legs. One is for 90 degrees, and the other is for 45 degrees. You can see this is a double side cone shaped. With this design, you can produce 90 degree or 45 degree easily. If coil move from the upper side of it, it will form 90 degree. If the coil move from the bottom side, it will form 45 degree. And this pair of rollers, they are guide rollers, and it can work same like these guide rollers. They have the same function. For these roller stations, it has the same function as this one. And let's go on. Please pay attention to this device. You know, this is a Z purlin raw forming machines. The machine has to produce both C and Z purlins. So you will wonder how to change C to Z or Z to C. Okay, so you will need to look at this device. In these lines, there are totally 11 roller stations, they have this device. When you need to change C to Z or Z to C, you need to pull it and turn it to make these rollers to change its side. There is one more point to let you know. You can see these rollers. Please look at it carefully. For this part, it is a little bit thin, and for this part, it is thicker. Why do we design like this? Because for the client, he asks for only 80 for the C purlin machine, and so it is very small. If we use very big, very thick rollers, the two together will be very big, and the shape cannot shape well. But we have to make it roll form well, and at the same time to maintain the good quality. So we have to make this part a little bit thin so that it can shape the minimum size of the C purlin. At the same time, make this part bigger so that the roller is still big. Now let's go on to look at this part. For this part, you can see they are slope but have different directions. Because for the C purlin machine, it has two sides for the C. For the C, it has two sides. Each time it only form on one side of the side. Yeah. In this way, it can form the minimum size of the C purlin machine well. If you can see the roller is big, If we have the roller very big, they cannot form the minimum size of the C purlin. So we make it two parts. Each time only form one side of the C purlin machine. And here you can see the rollers is thick as 60 millimeters again. And for these two rollers, you can see they don't have gears. They are just roll forming rollers. And for these rollers, it has gears over there. It can help the sheet to move on. It can drive. Okay, this part same. Yeah, they have the same functions. Each time only from one side of the C purlin. Left to right to make the both sides of the C purlin machine as well. Okay, now let's look at these parts. Okay, first look at these parts. For the C or Z purlin machines, they have a little legs. When you finish producing and you find that the little leg is like a wave, you need to adjust the machine to level it. Then you will need to adjust this part. You will have to first loose the screw here, and then make it turn left. Then this roller will squeeze. We squeeze together. Then the little leg will be flat. And look here. And if the leg is okay, but the whole shape is turned maybe high, have a higher head, or turn down, or move, or more turn left or turn right, you will need to adjust this part. If the head is higher or down, you need to press this part to make it down or higher to press it. If the sheet is turned left or right, you need to adjust this part you need to turn this this screw to make it left or right, so that these rollers can move in or out, so that it can squeeze the shape to make it straight. And here, they are the hydraulic stations, 2-punch holes. For the purlins, they have side holes and middle holes. They are all made by the hydraulic stations. And here you can see the cutter. The cutting knife is here. For the C and Z, they both have many sizes. How to change the sizes? When you change sizes, your cutter need to change too. You can see there 1, 2, left and right. There are 2 bars here. When you adjust the 2 bars, the cutter width can be wider or narrower. And for the height, you need to adjust these 2 screws. Adjust them to make it higher or lower. And this is the receiving tables. Now, let's look at the hydraulic station. You can see the tank is very big and it can hold many hydraulic oils. And here it has a cooling fan. When the hydraulic station works for long, it will be heat. Then if you have a fan, it can help cool and have it work better. And this is the control cabinet. The PLC system is over here. You can see it is a Delta brand, a famous Taiwan brand. Here you can see the wire connections. You can have a look. You can see they are all clean and tidy and all in order. Very good. You can see, first look, here is an inverter. When you need to adjust the machine speed, you just need to adjust the speed here to turn left or turn right to make it work faster or slower. And here, please look at the plugs, the aviation plugs. For many manufacturers, they put the plugs on the side of the control cabinet. But when you transport the goods, the plugs on the side may be likely to break off or fall off. And now we just make them on the bottom side and inside of the control cabinet. It can be very safe.